All right, what's going on, guys? Thank you for returning to the channel. I must always thank you guys because I'm thankful just to get the few of you just coming back and watching over and over. I really appreciate that. And spread this to your friends that's interested in starting a holding company or even just a regular operating company and they want to apply some corporate credit. Share these videos with them, please. Today is just a brainstorming idea because you know I like to give you guys ideas to just expand your business. And we could use the C Corp example that ZTEGRITY is going to help you set up. For those of you who don't know, ZTEGRITY has a program now. It's a little on the pricey end, but they get you corporate credit, but they value your stock so high that you will get a little bit more corporate funding than the traditional companies that get you the corporate credit. So it's a little pricey. It's $5,000 up front, and they want 20%, I think, of the overall credit they get you on the back end. But some would say just being a card holder is well worth it. Number one, you can put your own personal name, your nickname, your company name is what you really should do. And this is an example of one of their cards. Stick. This is one of their standard colors. They got this is what they call red bottom. They got a bone white, black, and I think a off pink. But you could get your design with your own corporate colors and logos. That's going to be a little bit more pricey. But the typical card is $100. You get in. Then you can get into what's called the Black Table, which is their corporate credit program. But those of you who's ZTEGRITY people and you already know about this stuff, here's what you could do. After let's say they get you 1.5 million. You got your C Corp set up. They got your 1.5 million up front. Let's say about 300,000 of that is a actual credit line. You literally can write the check and deposit it in your corporate account. You do that. You pay whatever back end fees you got to pay. You have enough to basically go start a business or, you know, buy a piece of real estate ASAP. Which one do you choose? I would pick at least taking out of that example, the 300,000, leave some in the business corporate bank account. You take 100,000, you put it immediately into a property, even if it's just for a property for you to live in. You own an asset. I would take a portion of that money, small portion, you know, maybe $3-4 grand, set up a separate holding company because you do not want your active C Corp controlling any real estate. They can manage the real estate, but you don't want it to actually own the property. So you set up a holding company. At this point, you got a little bit of money to play with. You could be a little bit elaborate. You take that, you could set up a holding company. You set up an operating company under the holding company only when you're ready. It's going to be LLC to just hold your property. From there, this is only my personal idea. You can have a inner sanctum of people that you communicate with, you work with, and after they see what you're getting with corporate credit, they're going to have questions. And what you're going to do is bring them in your inner sanctum. You tell them, look, I have a way that I can help you form a corporation and guarantee your success if you let me manage your investments. You know, and you have to be clear on that part. You know what I'm saying? You can literally take, once you sign them up, I would definitely sign them up. So this is another revenue stream. ZTEGRITY is another revenue stream because you're getting like $50 on average for every person that gets a card. So you tell them, look, you got to become a ZTEGRITY card holder. This is the only company I work with. So let's say you got 10 people in your inner sanctum. They all got a card, so you made money there. They all eventually join the black table. You're getting $500 there. And you could tell them there's a fee to be part of your inner management group. You know what I mean? So you guys can all brainstorm and stuff like this, but they're paying you a management fee because you're going to help them figure out where to put their assets so they don't get in trouble. Because some people want that hand, even though you got ZTEGRITY helping you, you got Troy and his team, some people want somebody local that could hold their hand physically. And I can't be that for everybody, but this is just giving you ideas of something you could do in your area. You could be that go-to person in your area. Say, I'm the guy in Connecticut, in the Hartford area. But you could be that guy in your area to hold people's hand for a fee, walk them through the process of not only getting a card, walk through them a process, and, you know, actually setting up their company. They may need instructions. You could become that person. That could be part of your C Corp business. It's a management company. And you could work it out where you only charge them $100 a month, or you could charge them an upfront fee when they get their funding, another back up, you know, you could charge them a back end fee later. I wouldn't do that. I would try to get some compensation up front. For me, I would try to make it reasonable, you know, but, you know, if somebody's willing to put up the $5,000 to do all this stuff, they could probably afford another $500 for your fee to hold their hand and walk them through the process. But if you do that 10 times, and you're getting them because you're going to send them ZTEGRITY under your name, so you're getting a fee for that. You know, you're going to get a fee when they join the black table. And then you have your own personal fee on the back so that you can walk their hand and hold their hand through the whole process. Because some people literally, even with Troy and their team trying their best to walk them through it, if they're not right there physically where they can hold and touch them, they don't understand. So you could be that person in your area. You know, whatever radius you want to do, your whole state, a few towns, and you tell people that you know locally, look, first step is sign up for a card, you know, and show them the video. You can literally just show them the video of the black table that Troy already did, and they either in or they out. You know, another thing I thought about doing with my C Corp, I was thinking about personally setting up entities, preferably holding companies, but it's really what value you put on this service. Because literally, for me to walk you through this process, I could charge you whatever price I feel is worth me holding your hand and walking through the process. So literally, I could get like 3 investors and say, look, if you guys give me this amount of money, I can form an LLC that will not only be able to buy real estate and other investments, but will guarantee you a salary. And literally, you could have these 3 people put up 10 G's each. That's $30,000. And you could literally tell them the way they're going to get paid out is the minute you purchase something, say like a real estate investment property, you're going to put them on salary for a specific amount. And what I would do is you could even double it, what their investment is, or triple it. We'll say they put in 10, you could say at the end of 1 year they're going to make $30,000. And literally, you could pay it out in small increments of weekly checks. You know, there's so many different ways you can structure this stuff. but you kind of get where I'm coming from. The reason why you're able to pay each guy to put up the 100, you know, I mean the 10, each guy put up 10,000. The reason why you're going to be able to pay them back, say 30 each, is because you're going to put that into a program like this that's going to automatically generate corporate credit, and then you're going to go buy an investment property. So by the end of 12 months, they will have made their 30 each, you know, and then there will still be profit in the company to pay yourself. And you're going to send that portion up to your holding company or even your C Corp as a management company. There's all different things you could do with this, guys, to bring in and generate more money. I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to set this up like I'm an angel investor. I'm going to be all over social media with the branding. Obviously, ZTEGRITY. You know, I want to get to the point where I can maybe go to some local churches and discuss the holding company, but I'm bringing in extra money, and, you know, and this is a vehicle that can help the church even bring money in, is getting everybody to sign up for a ZTEGRITY card. Now I'm starting to get residual money from ZTEGRITY because all these people are signing up. Every time they pay something, they pay for another card, or they pay their bill, or they sign up for something, I'm going to get a residual on the back end from ZTEGRITY. So there's all types of ways you can bring in money to your C Corp once it has some corporate spendable credit that you can deploy in the right places. I'm going to recommend you go find a professional law firm, real estate law firm, CPA, a local accountant just to brainstorm with, because the accountants that are actually going to file my taxes are out of state, but I may need somebody local to just brainstorm with. You got to build a team because you don't want to make mistakes with this stuff. You know, it could be very complicated. It could be very scary. I've witnessed it, you know, where I got too much credit too fast and I didn't know how to handle money. You got to learn how to handle money, you know. And one of the things I learned from this guy called Glendon Cameron, you can look him up, he's on YouTube, Hustlers Kung Fu, Savage Finance. He talks about segregating all your money in your corporation. You should have 5 different accounts. You know, you should have an operational account for your day-to-day expenses. You should have a merchant account for only your merchant processing stuff. You know, you should have a emergency fund. You know, a expense account. You know, you should segment your money within the one business banking account. And I probably will do that with the C Corp more so than with my holding company. My holding company, I'm not worried about it having the 2 accounts. It's got a checking and a savings. That's all I need, because I have a personal checking and savings with Navy Federal, you know, and then I got the checking and savings on the business too. So it's 4 accounts. I don't really need any more in Navy Federal, you know. If I set up a smaller operating company under my holding company, I may continue keeping it at Navy Federal, or I may just go to a fintech bank. We'll see in the future. But there's all types of ideas you could do with this stuff. But if you haven't already, it all starts with becoming a card holder. You know, spend $100. Stop being so cheap. There are 2 monthly plans. You know, even though you could use your own debit card to turn into this. There's a $20 a month plan and there's a $70 a month plan. You have to be on a $70 a month plan to get the most money out of this. Like, if you're really going to be a promoter, I would say do the $70 a month plan. If you're trying to join the Black Table program, you got to do the $70 a month plan. But if you just want a card to represent your business, just do the $20 a month plan, you know. But later, when you're ready to join the Black Table, you got to upgrade it to $70, you know. But I'm telling you, I encourage you, check out the Black Table video. It is inspiring, and we can all become business owners and right out the gate have corporate credit within 60 days to purchase real estate. If you need a vehicle for your business, say you might need a van. I'm in transportation. I might want a new vehicle to do my transportation business. I'm tired of riding this older Subaru. Maybe I want to get a new Subaru. You know what I'm saying? You have the credit and ability to do that. I may go out and just use corporate credit and go buy a $10,000 vehicle, you know, and pay it slow on the credit line just because it'd be cheaper than going directly to the dealer. You know? But I love that ZTEGRITY has a product now that I can actually sell, make some real money. I'm still going to be doing my thing with the holding company stuff. So if you need a holding company outside of ZTEGRITY's program, I'm your guy. And it's going to be much cheaper than what you spent initially over here. So you can sleep well at night knowing it'll be cheaper to set up your holding company. And over time, you will see you can go back to the same financial institutions that you had with your first company and go get lines for your new company, your new holding company. It's crazy. The game just keeps, you can literally apply for credit for every single entity you make. You can get business and corporate credit for every single entity. Now, what I recommend is letting all this credit build up over time. Like you just use your one C Corp. If you set up a C Corp with Troy's team, because that has to be a C Corp that they do, you use, or in my case, I have 2 corporations. I have my holding company already. I'll probably use some of the corporate credit there. But I'm probably going to let my C Corp corporate credit build up. I'm going to buy one tangible asset in Connecticut, like real estate, like 2 to 3 family. I'm trying to wait for the market to crash, but I don't know how long I'm going to be able to wait once I'm able to receive some reasonable funding. But I'm going to buy at least a 3 family, live in 1 floor, and just start building the corporate credit. Just expanding the corporate credit, marketing the company so that I have people coming at me. I want to get the phone calls coming to me where they're calling me up and like, well, I have this deal. Are you interested? And I'll have a financial professional look at it and be like, is this deal worth doing? You'll have a team of people who tell you, is this deal worth doing? This is what you need to be successful with this stuff. I've already made all the mistakes. So you want to have a team of professionals around you. You got to get that comfort person. I don't care if it's your girlfriend but try to keep it separate from business if possible. I know it's hard for some business owners to keep business and personal separate, but like, don't hire your girlfriend unless she's putting in an investment in the company. If your girlfriend want to put up 10 G's for you to make some stuff later, and you want to put her on payroll for 30 for that year, then I say maybe it's worth it because you can make some money with that 10. But if she's not personally putting in anything in your company or trying to contribute in some way up front for free to help you grow, don't be trying to put her on payroll. You know, let her do her separate thing. You know, keep your business and the personal separate if possible. You know, I know circumstances may be you have to put them on payroll because they're not working, but try to get them to put in some type of value. You know, even if it's just bringing you, if you tell her, look, you bring me 5 people that want to join ZTEGRITY, I'll put you on payroll. You know, and then you, out of those 5, you say, look, why don't you guys join the Black Table because this is the benefit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you could do. I mean, being a management company you can actually manage other businesses and get them pay you monthly. You know, you could do social media for a certain company. You could build up your own brand and buy another online business. That's probably key for those of you who are, you know, not in the online world. Even if you're not in the online world, you need to consider buying online businesses. For one, they're going to be affordable, and they could triple in value depending on what you're selling. You know, you could even buy a YouTube channel, if you could believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different opportunities to do stuff. So thank you guys for letting me ramble on. Thank you for your continued support. Subscribe, like, and comment. Click that bell icon and check that video out about the black table, ZTEGRITY. And join ZTEGRITY. What you waiting for? Like, everybody that watches this video should be joining ZTEGRITY. I'll catch you guys next time.